This is JR Gaming here, and right now we'll be playing the Chicago Bears. So our team has been upgraded a bit, and some players have a decent amount of XP. Our defense is still pretty good, but Danielle Hunter's out. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will kick off, and the Bears will receive. So Andy Dalton lines up under center, and they run a play action. Andy Dalton rolls out of the pocket, and he runs and he slides, and he gets the first down. Andy Dalton is in the shotgun, and one of the offensive linemen jumped off sides. Andy Dalton goes under center, and they're set to pass, and they convert the third down. Andy Dalton in the shotgun, and they're in a play action, and Andy Dalton gets sacked. Timmy Jernigan sacks Andy Dalton for a loss of 7. Andy Dalton calls an audible, and they hand the ball off to their running back, and Kerwin Williams gains 4 yards on the play. The kick is up and it's good. Bears lead 3-0. So Braxton Miller is in the shotgun. He hands the ball off to Abdullah, and Abdullah gets taken down by Luke Kuechly. Braxton Miller in the shotgun passes it to Armah, and he gets pushed out of bounds. Miller gets a snap. He rolls out of the pocket, throws it to George Kittle, and Kittle hangs on for the first down. Braxton Miller's under center, and they run a play action. It looks like they're passing. Miller eludes a sack. He rolls out of the pocket, jukes out a defender, and he gets hit hard. Tackled from the back by a defender and Luke Kuechly. And the Buccaneers run a read option, and it fails. Now the Buccaneers will have to punt. So they run another play action, and Andy Dalton moves in the pocket, and he passes it to his receiver, and his receiver drops it. So Andy Dalton is in the shotgun, hands the ball off to Kerwin Williams, and Williams is top of the line of scrimmage, and then he gets tackled again. And Grady Jarrett's out with a strained tricep. So now it's 3rd and 7. And Andy Dalton gets a snap. He passes it to Kerwin Williams. Kerwin Williams jukes out a defender, and he gets tackled by Raekwon McMillan. So the Bears are in an I formation, and Andy Dalton runs a play action, and he gets hit hard by Raekwon McMillan, and the ball goes forward, so it's an incomplete pass. The Bears are in a bunch formation. Andy Dalton set to pass. Andy Dalton passes it to Kerwin Williams, and Williams is tackled by Adoree Jackson. So Andy Dalton passes, and he rolls out of the pocket, and he's running, and he gets tackled by Adoree Jackson. So Andy Dalton's passing, and he passes it to number 10, Paul Richardson, and they get the first down. Andy Dalton hands the ball off to Kerwin Williams. Kerwin Williams tries to juke, but he gets taken down. And Andy Dalton hands the ball off to Kerwin Williams, and he gets taken down. Jamal Adams goes in the box, and he's looking for the middle, and Andy Dalton fumbles. His own lineman picks it up, and he gets taken down. Eric Armstead forces the fumble, and now the Bears will have to punt. So now the Buccaneers return on offense, and Miller hands the ball off to Abdullah, and he gains a good amount of yards on the play. Braxton Miller is under center. He gets the ball, and he passes it to Diggs, and he gets taken down out of bounds. Braxton Miller steps back, passes it to George Kittle, and George Kittle gets the first down. Braxton Miller's under center, and he sets out to pass, and he passes it to Stephon Diggs. And Stephon Diggs is run to the sideline, and he fights for the first down, or the touchdown. And he's set to pass, and one of his receivers slip, and Andy Dalton gets sacked. Eric Armstead gets his second sack of the game. So Andy Dalton passes it to Paul Richardson, and Richardson gets close to a first down, and now it's 3rd and 1. Andy Dalton's under center, and the Bears will pass it again. Andy Dalton rolls out, gets out of the pocket, and he slides for the first down. So Jamal Adams is in the box, and they run a draw play, and Jamal Adams trips up Curran Williams before he's taken down by Eric Armstead. And Andy Dalton hands the ball off. So now it's 4th down, and the Bears will kick the field goal. So Braxton Miller comes out for the Buccaneers, and he throws it up for Stephon Diggs, and Stephon Diggs makes the catch. He was in a one-on-one situation and makes a big play, and someone's injured on the field. And it looks like David DeCastro's out for the game. So the Buccaneers will run the counter play, and Amir Abdullah gets about 8 yards in the carry. So the Buccaneers come out in 5 wide. Braxton Miller drops back, and he rolls out of the pocket. He makes a bunch of defenders miss before getting taken down from behind, and he will get the first down. Braxton Miller drops back, passes it to Stephon Diggs, and Luke Kuechly knocks the ball out with a hard hit. Braxton Miller drops back to pass, and he rolls out of the pocket, and he slides for the first. No, he fumbles. The Bears knock the ball out, and Feedy recovers it, and he runs out of bounds. So now the Bears will get a chance to score again. So the Bears will run a screen play. Andy Dalton passes it to Curran Williams. He makes a couple guys miss, gets a good block, and he's taken down at the 28-yard line. Andy Dalton gets a snap, and he rolls out the pocket, and he gets sacked. And Eric Armstead gets his 3rd sack of the game. So Andy Dalton gets a pass. Timmy Jernigan misses the sack. Curran Williams makes the guys miss before getting tripped up. Now it's 3rd down, and the Bears will run no huddle. Andy Dalton gets pressured, and he passes it to O.J. Howard before he's knocked out of bounds. So now the Bears are in a empty formation. Andy Dalton gets pressured by Timmy Jernigan. Jernigan's chasing him. Andy Dalton gets hit hard, and he hangs on to the ball. And the Bears will have only a chance to run one more play before the half ends. And they run it to Kevin White. Makes a defender miss before he's taken down. And that will end the half. So Miller will fake the handoff, and he gets pressured, and he's sacked. And Feedy gets a sack, and now the Buccaneers have to convert a 2nd and long. So Miller gets the ball, rolls out of the pocket, and he gets a couple good blocks, and he fumbles again. But luckily he picks it back up, and he converts the first down. Braxton Miller hands the ball off to Amir Abdullah, and he gets around the corner. He's running down the sideline, and he tries to juke out the defender before getting taken down at the 39-yard line. Then now Pumphrey's in for Amir Abdullah, and Braxton Miller throws it deep to Stephon Diggs, and he can't haul in the pass. So now it's 3rd down, and Miller passes it to Chris Godwin, who gains enough yards to kick the field goal. The kick is nearly blocked, and the kick messes up Jake Elliott, so the Bears will get the ball back at the 41-yard line. Adams is in the box, and they hand the ball to Curran Williams, who jukes out the defender, and he gets the first down. Andy Dalton hands the ball off as they run a counter play, and Curran Williams doesn't get much on the play. Andy Dalton gets pressured by Timmy Jernigan, And Jernigan misses a sack, and Andy Dalton throws the ball out of bounds. Godwin is in motion, and they fake the run. And Braxton Miller throws an interception. Malcolm Jenkins picks it off, and the Bears will get the ball at the 33-yard line. Andy Dalton hands the ball off to Curran Williams, who loses yards on the play. Andy Dalton throws it to Kevin White, who gets taken down at the 6-yard line. Andy Dalton is set to pass. He rolls out of the pocket, and he slides for the touchdown. And it looks like the Bears will go for 2. Andy Dalton hands the ball off, and they convert. Adoree Jackson will take out this kick. And Adoree Jackson gets a good block, and he is face masked. And that is a great return by the rookie. So the Buccaneers run the counter play, and Ameer Abdullah makes a good juke, and he gets down to the 33-yard line. Miller tosses it to Abdullah. Abdullah jukes out Luke Kuechly, and he gains 2 yards on the play. So the Buccaneers run a play action. Braxton Miller rolls out, and he passes to George Kittle on the run. Kittle breaks the tackle, and he gets pushed out at the 6-yard line. And that was a great play by Braxton Miller. Miller hands the ball off to Ameer Abdullah, and the Buccaneers O-line gets good blocks. So Abdullah scores a touchdown, and now the Buccaneers will look to tie the game. So Elliott set to kick, and the Buccaneers tie the game. Andy Dalton set a pass. He's under pressure, and he misses O.J. Howard. And now the Bears will have to punt. Braxton Miller looks to pass, rolls out of the pocket, and he goes out of bounds for a gain of 3. So Miller gets the pass. He rolls out of the pocket, gets a good block, jukes out the defender, and he slides for a first down. So Charlie Whitehurst is in the game, and he looks to pass, and he gets sacked. And Feedy gets another sack on the day, and Kelechi Osemele's back. So Charlie Whitehurst gets the ball, and he misses a wide open receiver. Josh Malone was open. Johnny Hecker makes a good punt, and the returner fumbles it, and the Buccaneers pick it back up. The Buccaneers get the ball at the red zone, and that was a costly mistake by the Bears. And it looks like Braxton Miller will return to the game. So Braxton Miller runs a read option, and he makes the correct read, and he gets taken down at the 4-yard line. And that's another Buccaneers first down. So Braxton Miller is going to roll out, and he gets the touchdown. Braxton Miller rolled out, got the touchdown, and now the Buccaneers are up by 7 points. After the missed PAT, the Buccaneers are only up by 6 points. And they run a screenplay, the Bears. Curran Williams makes the defender miss before getting taken down for a gain of 8. Curran Williams is out, so they replace him with Kenyon Drake. The Buccaneers blitz, and Bobby Wagner gets the sack. Andy Dalton did not see him coming, and now it's 3rd and 8. Andy Dalton sets a pass, passes to Kenyon Drake, who gets pushed out of bounds by Jamal Adams. And the Bears will pass, and Crabtree will make his first catch of the game. And the Bears come out in the empty set, and Andy Dalton just throws it away. Curran Williams is back in the game. Andy Dalton faces some pressure, and he gets sacked. And someone got injured on the play, but so the Buccaneers will get the ball at the 20-yard line. Ameer Abdullah makes a defender miss, and he gains 7 yards on the play. So So the Buccaneers will run the play action. And Braxton Miller looks around, he rolls out, and he gains some running room, gets a first down. They run the play action again. Braxton Miller has no one open, and he takes a sack. Elandon Roberts gets to Miller. Braxton Miller is going to pass, and it looks like he's going to roll out, and he's taken down, and he fumbles the ball. And Feedy picks it up, and he takes it out of bounds. Andy Dalton sets a pass, and they run a screen. And now Andy Dalton rolls out, and he gets tackled, and he hangs on to the ball. So Andy Dalton gets pressured, and he passes it to O.J. Howard, who catches it out of bounds. Bears are in an empty formation. Andy Dalton gets pressured again, and he misfires. So now the Bears will have to kick a field goal. And no, they're going for it. Andy Dalton throws it up, and it is intercepted. Jamal Adams gets his first pick of the game, and he runs out of bounds to get the touchback. So Jamal Adams makes the game-saving interception, and Amir Abdullah is stopped behind the line. So the Buccaneers will pass. Braxton Miller rolls out, and he throws it to a wide open Stephon Diggs. And Diggs gets the first down. And someone else gets injured. So the Buccaneers take out Amir Abdullah, and Donnell Pumphrey gets hit hard by Luke Kuechly. Braxton Miller hands the ball off to Donnell Pumphrey, who makes a good juke before he is taken down. Braxton Miller will pass it, and he finds some open room, and he slides for the first down. Pumphrey gets the ball, and he slips out of the tackle by Luke Kuechly, and he gets the first down. And now the Buccaneers, there is a slim chance that they choke it, but they're gonna win. And then now Pumphrey fumbles, and the Bears get the ball back. So now the Bears will have a chance to get a game-winning touchdown. Andy Dalton gets pressured, rolls out of the pocket, and he throws it to O.J. Howard, and O.J. Howard slips to the 29-yard line. Andy Dalton gets pressured before throwing it to Kerwin Williams. Andy Dalton rolls out, and he passes it to Williams again. Andy Dalton rolls out, and he is taken down. Chris Smith gets the sack, and now it's fourth down. Andy Dalton rolls out of the pocket again, and he gets the first down, and he is popped hard by Desmond Trufant. So Andy Dalton passes it to his tight end, and now the Bears will not get the ball off in time, and the Buccaneers win the game. So the Bears ran out of time, and that leads to another Buccaneers victory. Now the Buccaneers will be 2-0. As for the stats, Andy Dalton, 71 completion percentage, 261 yards, 1 interception. Miller, 183 yards, 1 TD, 1 INT. Abdullah got 81 yards, Miller got 103, as well as 3 fumbles. Williams got 25 yards, Andy Dalton got 72 yards. O.J. Howard had 98 yards, Diggs with 95 and a TD. George Kittle with 58 yards, Richardson with 43, Crabtree with 23. Jamal Adams had 6 tackles, Trufant had 5, McMillan had 5. Kuechly had 10 assisted tackles. McMillan 2 tackles for loss. Eric Armstead with 3 QB sacks. Smith with 2. Wagner with 1.5. Jamal Adams with the interception. and even with 2 pass deflections. And Jake Elliott kind of misfired on some kicks.